Hi, my name is Tesi, and I am an intuitive channeler and the author of the evolving series, The Soul's Guide to the Universe. My work explores the deeper patterns, lessons, and emotional landscapes that shape the human experience. My writing is an ongoing exploration of the essential questions of life, the questions that make life and are life. Guided by my connection with the guides, I offer grounded insights that support conscious growth, self-reflection, and a clearer understanding of the moments that define us. Challenging the realness of reality contextualises the guide's previous writings and invites readers to extend this knowledge in an interdimensional way. The guides say, and we say interdimensional, as the expansion is inner, outer, and dimensional, meaning as in all directions that one should wish to expand: left, right, up, down, on differing planes, differing realities, differing perceptings, differing beings. You choose. But know that there is more to life than meets the eye, and this moment of revelation is due to come with the incoming light that Earth and its human inhabitants are due to experience. Well, actually, the whole universe is due to experience. The Reality of Realness is the fourth collaborative work from Tesi, Hughes and the guides. This reading is taken from my book, The Reality of Realness. Copyright Tesi Hughes. All rights reserved. The Reality of Realness. Tesi Hughes. A channeled text. Snailpunk Publications. This book is dedicated to the moment we find ourselves in, with laughter and tears, with friends and foes. It is but a moment of our creation in the fluidity of life and lessons, the infinite possibilities that we create to fuel our journeys of balance and understanding, for we are multidimensionality. Forward from the guides. The reality of realness is a theme that we wish to discuss next. For what are all these lectures or articles that we have already spoken of, shared with you, if and when one is not committed to the reality of their current existence? So, let us dive into this book, into these teachings and thought structures, and let us weave a moment of reality through words, through the action of your reading, through the energetic frequencies of your thought processes, and create a reality which is touchable, tangible, and hopefully contains an aspect of realness that you, the reader, can weave and integrate into your daily life, into your current existence, into the fabric of your understanding, so that you may reach a moment of enlightenment of your suitability. For all moments can be of enlightenment truly, if one looks from the perspective of learning, or as Tesi likes to say, learning all the time. Even though this quote, as you call it, was taken from a famous home educator, the words themselves still stand true and real today, at this moment. We are learning all the time. We are expanding our knowledge and perception all the time. We are creating the frequencies of alignment within our soul's purpose all the time. For our path is long, and our purpose is changeable through our learnings, our understandings, our realizations, and subsequently our enlightenings. Right now, though, let us weave, or perhaps let us put in place the foundations for our weaving process, like a loom in a sense, whereby the warp and the weft are put into place to create the underlying framework one can then weave into. And as this book is about the reality of realness, let us lay the foundations in these upcoming chapters, as well as build upon the tapestry of your understanding, so we create your moment of reality. With love, the guides. 11th of August, 2025. Introduction. Relating to the nature of reality, leading to the reality of realness. Our perceptions, our feelings, our being in a moment in time highlights the moment of the reality we find ourselves in. The singular event in a split second of our perceived time, or let's call it frequency. We feel, we taste, we see, we touch, we perceive that which is around us, and perhaps we could say we also perceive that which is within us. For our inner world is real to us, and our outer world, the one we move in and that is in front of us, is just as real to us. We interact with these inner and outer worlds. We speak to ourselves, to our inner world. It speaks to us in words, feelings, aches and pains at times. It speaks to us in kindness and in malice, fueling the feelings of our inner world, the feelings that extend to within the border of our inner world, namely the human body, or so we think anyway as humans. For our feelings are energies, frequencies that we carry within us, and one may even say on us, as in on our aura. And these feelings have an internal impact on our mind and our body. And when we say our mind, we mean the thinking patterns that become established through our feelings, the nuances and changes it brings forward, the ups and downs, highs and lows of our thoughts affecting our mood, so to say. Words, made out of letters from an alphabet, but nevertheless a real thing that manifests itself through thoughts, feelings, and even impacts our habit, behaviors, our whole being, internally as well as outernally, outside of us, in the world that we find ourselves in the creation of our reality that we find ourselves in the structure of our creation. For the structure that surrounds us is as real as the words that contain letters, that bring with them all these other influences and impactments into our perceived life. It is an exploratory moment that we perceive, with one moment at a time leading to another moment and another, and when put together, form the linearity of our perceived time. So, to come back to the nature of reality, leading to the realness of reality, one has to ask themselves, what is it that makes my reality real? What aspects of my life, my chosen time here on earth perhaps, using this as an example, what makes my time, this life, this being that I am, what makes it real? My existence, my feelings, my thoughts, my actions, my surroundings, my interactions, and the list could go on. So we say consider, choose, decide, discuss your nature of reality, and find what it is that you currently, and we say currently, believe, feel, act, react to in your surroundings. For our surroundings that we perceive are and is our reality. But our reality, perhaps, can stretch further than simply our surroundings. It could stretch to other dimensions, other planes, other realities that simply need us to be open within our perception, within ourselves. And to be open within our perceptions, we, you, the reader, needs to consider in the first instance what the perception of reality actually is to them, to you, not to others, for we are all different, and our perception of something will naturally differ. But to you, the individual, we are asking you to find your original point of perception, your moment where you allow yourself to open the door towards yourself and consider your nature, your perception of reality. For if we cannot find our own place within reality, then how could we consider the reality of our joint experiences? The reality that makes up not just the you, but the me and you, the us, the many, the all of us. Yes, the all of us, for we all are in a reality. But this reality is perhaps not noted or seen by you, by some, because your perception, your feelings, and your thoughts are limited to the perceived realness that is in front of you, the tangible, the touchable, the feelable, the speakable, the tasteable, the doable. And we say doable as this reality seems to be the most doable that you have access to at this moment in time. But what this book is asking of you, should you wish to explore further, that is, this book is asking, challenging you even, to consider reality not just from the perceptings and perceivings that come from within and from the outside of you, the tangible, the seeable, the feelable. It is asking you to consider your reality setting and then widen and expand it, allowing it to grow, to be nourished, so perhaps in the not so distant future it can encompass a reality that reaches far beyond the one of your current perceptings. The challenging of the realness of reality is a concept that needs to have space, time, and we say time because it is something that you can relate to. But we also mean time as in the frequency, the energy of time. For the frequency of time, the energy of time amalgamates within and through us and mixes with our own energy, and thus allows for a perceived progression within ourselves and our surroundings. And this progression, we hope, will be the consideration of the nature of reality in the first instance, but also the realization that the realness of reality is a concept that we can embrace from a variety of angles, viewpoints, frequencies, one may say. It is with this that we urge you to now take a moment and consider all of the above. Allow it to create the beginnings of a frequentic change of the reality of your existence, so that your perception of that which not only surrounds you, but is you, may be seen with, felt with, experienced with a new set of nuances. Go explore, and we will be with you again shortly. 17th of August, 2025. If you have enjoyed this reading, you can find the Soul's Guide to the Universe book series on Amazon or purchase a copy directly through my website at tesihughes.co.uk.